What do women want? We've all asked it. As guys, we generally want success, respect, and sex. And those usually equate to love for us. For women, it's not that simple. We think buying things impresses them. We try to be taller or make more money to get the girl. But is that really what they want? What can we actually do to attract her? What's up everyone, Dating Guide here, and in this video, you'll find the top 10 traits every woman wants in a man. Now let's get on with the list. Number 1, be a great leader. Leadership can be defined as the ability to give guidance and direction verbally or by modeling. It's not about control. Women want to feel like they are with a leader but not a dictator. In relationships, women can give us the level of trust that borders on livelihood. It's important that they hear from you on matters such as where you want the relationship to go and the goals you have for it. Here are some ways to show that you can lead are: always consider the impact on the relationship instead of the individual when making a decision. Your individual feelings aren't as important as what's going to be the best for both of you. Keep your needs at the forefront of the relationship. Selflessness is necessary as it exhibits sacrifice. Initiate and engage in activities that will help the relationship grow, showing a commitment to the emotional, mental, and physical well-being of the relationship will help to solidify the bond and attraction between you and your girl. Finish what you start. This is for the small things as well as they can be and set the precedent for reliability. Being comfortable doing these may also show that you are excited about the relationship. You are making a concerted effort that demonstrates that you want to be there. At number 2, we have communicate actively. Without getting too academic, communication is simply the exchange of ideas, needs, and desires. The essence of this concept is straightforward and uncomplicated, but putting into action is all but. It's no secret that women talk more than men. There is a concept known as gender jabber, which highlights the differences in the number of words that men and women speak. Lynn Brizendine, doctor of medicine and a professor at University of California, San Francisco, has found that women speak an average of 20,000 words per day and guys use about 7,000 words per day. This means that women talk almost 3 times as much as men. Guys, I'm sure that experience has taught you this. Here's a lesson to be learned, and it's twofold. We need to listen more than we speak. If we try to over-talk the ladies, it will be over-competitive. They are hardwired to emote verbally and share their thoughts. If we are speaking just as much as they are, there's a chance that we are not listening to everything that they have to offer. And number 2, what you say should be substantive. Make sure what you are saying is actually valuable. You don't need to be a philosopher, but you do need to ensure that you're choosing your words wisely because you talk less. Talking less gives you less time to explain if you say something wrong or offensive. Using fewer words doesn't allow you to be as detailed as possible. I'm not suggesting that you talk more. I'm suggesting, however, that you speak with more intent. Mastering the art of communication is tough and different for each relationship. The way that you find out what the needs are is to communicate. Talk about each other, goals, ambitions, fears and pains, beliefs and values, relationship with family and friends, expectations, and guidelines for the relationship. It's important to note that a relationship's needs will change depending on the season of life, and you have to learn how to communicate those adjustments. Lastly, learn to speak her language. Your lady will have specific tells that mean specific things. It could be non-verbal or verbal, but she has them nonetheless. Hone in one of those nuanced communication methods. When you pick up on them, she will appreciate it more and you will earn more points with her. Number 3, put others first. This goes beyond not being selfish, as in not wanting to share. Selfless also means that thinking of others before yourself. The selfless trait allows a man to be a giver, especially when it counts. When displaying this characteristic, you're showing that what she values is just as important than what you need. This same quality will be reciprocated by your woman. It's innate in her. Thoughtfulness is the cousin of being selfless and allows you to run the gambit of emotional maturity. It's highly underregarded by many men. Being thoughtful is the combination of selflessness, the willingness to sacrifice, attentiveness, listening to her needs, compassion, displaying kindness towards your wife or girlfriend, honest and integrity, showing that truth and having higher character is non-negotiable. At number 4, we have having manners. What's worse than being out with a person who doesn't have good temperament? It's a person who doesn't have good manners. It doesn't matter if you were raised in a majority male home or that you are in all male dominated sports. A please and thank you can go a very long way. Manners can be displayed in a bevy of different ways. Chivalry, being polite, and dating etiquette. These 3 things will help guide you in a way to attract the perfect woman. At number 5, we have being family oriented. All women don't have the desire for marriage and a family, but the overwhelming majority do have this need. Being a guy that wants family or has children and is present with your kids increases your attractiveness exponentially. Now, I'm not saying to go and have kids just to increase your attractiveness level. However, nowadays, kids aren't as big of a deal as they once were. Your chances aren't necessarily shot if you have kids. Now, with that, being a great father and provider to your children shows her that you want children, you will be present if you have children together regardless of the outcome of the relationship, and you're not a jerk who would leave children fatherless. Being a family-oriented man also means that during conversations and throughout dating, she will see that you would prioritize her as your wife. Another way to show that you are a family man is to allow her to see the interaction between you and your family. Even if your family isn't close, express to her your desire to change that story. Let her know that you want to be close to your children and don't want to repeat the cycle that you were once in. Number 6, we have be vulnerable. This is often difficult for guys to do and females as well. We pride ourselves on being manly, but the truth is we also have feelings just like our counterparts. They need to see and experience that you are comfortable being open with them. Allowing her to encounter your vulnerability will increase the amount of trust she has in you. It shows that you trust her with deep and dark places of your life. Now, don't do this in the beginning stages of getting to know someone. Many times that much can be too soon. You will know when the time is right. Remember, there is fearlessness in being vulnerable. And number 7 is stay informed and educated. Keeping abreast on what's happening around the globe and can talk about it is a quality that shows that you are a part of the world. You don't have to be a political analyst or a philanthropist. However, it is important that you show that you care enough to learn and understand other cultural perspectives. This does mean being able to shift the conversation from time to time away from work or family to something else of equal relevance. A gentleman who is connected to the world around him proves to his lady that he understands that he is part of something that's bigger than him. It displays that you know that the world doesn't revolve around you and your experience. This is a key component in being compassionate. Number 8, having a sense of humor. Not the type of humor that's crass and insensitive, or even the kind that jokes about everything, but a great sense of humor that's well-timed. A man who appreciates a good chuckle and who has the ability to balance the weight of serious matters with the gift of lightheartedness through laughter is a rare find. Having a great sense of humor communicates to her that in tough times, you will be able to smile through them. It will help anchor her trust in you as a confidant. At number 9, we have being adventurous and spontaneous. Women like a guy who isn't afraid to try new things. Men have been categorized as creatures of habit who like a routine. If you're able to throw a monkey a wrench in that perception, your attractiveness will have shot through the roof. This sense of adventure can be seen by trying new foods, going new places, or even picking up a new hobby. The overall gist is that no one wants to be committed to falling into a rut. So being adventurous or adopting a perspective that enjoys trying new things from time to time can boast wonderfully for a man trying to catch the eye or keep the interest of a lady. Number 10, knowing how to fix things. Don't just think frugal or cheap. In fact, ladies hate cheap. Resourceful is a mixture of the ultimate networker and the MacGyver. The key here is not that you necessarily know how to do everything, but more that you know how to get things done, or that you know someone who knows someone that can get it done. It's important that you're able to leverage your education, network, relationship, and skills to reach your goals. This is great in the lean times of life. Additionally, this is a way to reassure your woman that you don't deal with too much pride. Leveraging relationships is a fancy way to say, ask for help. If you are too prideful to acknowledge that you need help or your ego is too big to accept help, then your relationship is in turmoil. Prove your resourcefulness early on. Life will always give you an opportunity to do so. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you have an idea of videos you want me to create, please comment them down below. Also, if you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell while you're at it. And we'll see you in the next video.